pleased to be very proud of today's occasion. And a big thank you to Penny and to Emma and everybody else who's contributed to make it what looks to have been a fantastic day. Plenty of people voted, and I'll come on to that in just a moment. I just want to say a couple of things, and I'll not bore anybody, or hopefully I'll not bore anybody. I want to say that I understand some views with regards to the charity sector, and I think there's been a lot of problems forced upon the likes of Oxfam and indeed Crisis UK. But I want everybody here to recognise the fantastic work for generations the likes of Oxfam have actually done to ensure that people, mainly vulnerable, mainly poor, mainly women and young children, haven't suffered as much as what they would right across the globe. So when we read the papers and read the criticisms, and rightly so, we cannot have the type of thing that's happened in lots of these charities. Remember, the answer isn't to turn your back on these wonderful charities. The answer is tell them to get their act together and continue to support them, because we're supporting people a lot less well off than what we are ourselves. So good luck to Oxfam, and good luck to Crisis UK, and good luck to all those wonderful charities that continue. Many of the people who work for them are in, they're doing so as volunteers. And I think the vote today, absolutely fantastic. It's 100 years since women, or some women got the vote. I think it was the 21st of November 1918 when some women got the vote. You had to be. I'm reliably told it's the 14th of December. However, the week before, anyway, somebody's given me some wrong information, because that's what's up. Anyway, it's matters. What was a week or 2 weeks? Penny, I ask you, when the campaign had been running for years. Absolutely. The issue, when women got the vote all those years ago, I'm going to raise a question with you, and people can discuss this. All those years ago, when only if you had a house and only if you were 30 years of age, you got the vote in the first in 1980. Then, I think it was 10 years later, then other 21-year-old plus got the vote. Now, we had a massive discussion because the Labour Party, we held a shadow cabinet meeting in the Museum of London, and there was a big display on with regard to the suffragette movement. It was fantastic, by the way. I'm so proud to have been there. And there was a discussion about should the suffragettes, should the movement actually be pardoned? And initially everybody would say, of course they should be pardoned. And I'll raise the issue, why should we not give this a little bit more thought? Because the way in which the women got the vote was the way in which the demonstrations took place. You know, the women were fantastic. But would they want to be pardoned? They got what they got because of their actions. It's a badge of honour. It's not something you want somebody to say I'm sorry for. It's a badge of honour, and that was my view. However, the party policy still is to give them a pardon. But it's something worth thinking about. So we've made lots of progress, and it's great that, it's 100 years old, International Women's Day this week. And I'm always very proud, I'm really proud with my, I've been taking electrocution lessons so people can understand what I'm saying, being from Ashton. And I'm really proud. Every opportunity I get with regard to the women's movement, with regard to the suffragettes, to say Emily Wilding Davison was from my constituency. Not many people can even better that, by the way. Cannot better that. They were the ones, they put the plaque in the Commons in Consensus Day, and of course the actions speak for themselves. There's a big discussion, with regard to women's rights. And there's always certain people appear to get the glory for women getting the vote. Quite often, Emily's not even there, because she's from this neck of the woods, perhaps. But we know the true story. We understand exactly what happened. We understand the great work that Emily Wilding Davison doing. And congratulations and great thanks to a number of people in here who started up Emily Inspires, because it was fantastic. And Andrew was involved, and Penny was involved, and other people was involved in that. What a fantastic memorial sort of weekend and a few days we actually had there. Fantastic work to everybody. So I'm going to now announce the winners after that rant and rave about how wonderful women are. And that's my speech from this morning. And I've given Val my jacket, and it's got me specs in. So I'm going to look at this, and it's in, is the do on the X Factor, it's in reverse order. Terribly fashionable. There was 399 votes today, which was absolutely brilliant. There was 395 that counted. There was 4 spoiled votes. How do you get a spoiled vote? What happened? I mean, in a general election, I dare tell you what some of the voting papers say, but we cannot say what's on the 4 spoiled papers. So, thank you very much. There are very good suggestions, by the way, but the top 5. The 5th one with 38 votes was more wheelchair accessible places, and that was Amber Hanson. Is Amber here?
Amber's on a residential, and she's from Chantry School. So actually over here we have a deputation from Chantry School who have been fantastic in being involved in this. So this is for, do you want to come and get the conflict?
Thank you.
The 4th was lights on the Mugger in Stoke Hill for football in the dark instead of playing on computers, and that was 41 votes and Michael Scott. The 3rd one was more defibrillators, and that's Emily Brotherton, and that was 52 votes.
Chantry School cleaned up just a
bit of a fix, but I never said that, right? You don't know that they've instructed every single person from Chantry School to come here the day or are in detention next week. Merely make a point. It's well democracy. The 2nd prize, in 2nd place, a place for teenagers to hang out, get food and not get thrown out for not buying. 110 votes.
It's Amy Watson.
It's Amy Watson. I was only joking, with the chopping, but they really have.
I tell you, Emma and I did an assembly with them, and I've been in and out of Chantry like a jack-in-the-box recently. They have been tremendous, absolutely tremendous as a school. And they put in something like 260 odd entries. So, you know, the kids there are really getting an education, and we knew that they couldn't necessarily get here this afternoon, so Emma and I are going back in and we're going to do a presentation at the school for them.
Fantastic. And the number one is creatives, performance and arts, museum, cinema, etc. And the winner is Penny Ruddick with 154
And thank you to the sponsors, by the way. Penny, you need a photo taken with your certificate. We've given everybody certificates, and Emily Inspires sponsored the two highly commended, the last two places. Emma Bunting, Emma's business, did the third place. Second place was My Pet HQ, who have been fantastic in helping with this, and sponsors Car Solicitors, just down the road, have sponsored the first one, so thank you all of those.
And the other prize is for the best stall. And I've got to really apologise for this, because I think they're all absolutely fabulous, and they're all worthy of first prize, I can assure you. But we've decided that the winner for the best store is the handmade hat store. Oh.